Welcoming you all to another exciting episode of the Young Investors Analyst Corner. Here, we simplify investment and bring you industry experts to your doorstep to let you learn more. Today, we are privileged to have with us the head of the Merban Stockbrokers with us here. He goes by the name Mr. Winslow Sackeyfio. He is here to share with us a lot and let you know about some of the questions most Ghanaians ask. How do I buy and sell shares on the stock exchange market? Thank you so much for watching us. We'll dive more into the question and answers question. But before that, Mr. Winslow, would you want to say something small to our audience before we begin the question and answer section?
Okay, what I want to say is it looks like the general public still don't have an idea about how the stock markets work. And I'm saying this because I think fairly recently, it was about last 2 weeks, when the Casapreco IPO was done, we had clients coming in who bring money. They want to buy Casapreco shares, and they want to sit down and wait to buy the shares and take the shares away. And it was very interesting because I thought the market had come a long way, so by now everybody is aware, but it looks like a lot of people are not. So we had to explain to them that it's a stock market. Because it's an IPO, you pay your money, and then when the IPO period is over, then the shares will be allocated, and then from that allocation you get what you actually paid for. So you don't come in and then you bring your money expecting that you go home with your shares. And the shares are even in electronic form, so you won't see it physically. So there's a lot to learn, and I'm happy you are here to educate the public about it.
Thank you so much for having us. And so, since we've already entered the shares, then my first question will be, for someone hearing about Ghana Stock Exchange for the first time, what exactly is it and why should young people care about the stock exchange market?
Okay, so when it comes to investing, we have the stock market where you can buy and sell stocks of companies. So when we talk about stocks of company, when you buy it, you have an ownership stake in the company. So there are a lot of companies listed. Currently, we have more than 35 companies listed. We have MTN, we have Casapreco, that's the new one, Ghana Commercial Bank, Standard Chartered Bank. So if you want to own part of that company, you buy shares of that company. And you can only do that through the Ghana Stock Exchange, which is sort of the market for shares.
Thank you so much, Mr. Winslow Sackeyfio. So my next question will be, what role does a licensed stockbroker like Merban Stockbrokers play in the investment process?
Okay, so I just mentioned Ghana Stock Exchange. So the way the market is structured, you can't just wake up as an investor and walk to the market that you want to buy or sell shares. The only way you can do it is through a licensed stockbroker. So we are sort of an intermediate between the investor and the stock market. So if you want to buy or sell shares, you have to do it through a licensed stockbroker. That is the only way you can do it. So without a licensed stockbroker, you can't have access to the market.
Thank you so much. So you need a licensed stockbroker to get access to the stock market. And so my next question will be, if I want to buy my very first share today, what are the exact steps I need to follow?
Okay, so currently shares have been dematerialized. What we mean by dematerialized is they are electronic now. In the past, way back into the past, when you buy shares, you are given a certificate that has the name of the company and then your name and the number of shares you have. And you keep the certificate at home. And then if you want to transfer it to someone, let's say you have children, you want to will it to them, you transfer the paper certificate to them. If you want to sell your shares those times, you have to take the paper certificate to your stockbroker. And then when the shares are sold, a new certificate will be issued in the new owner's name. Currently, because of IT, we have done everything in electronic form. So the paper certificate that you have now is electronic. It's like a bank account. So the shares you have, the company, the number of shares you have, it's in your name like the way your bank account is. If you sell the shares, it will be transferred to whoever you sold it to. If you are buying, whoever you are buying from, it will be transferred to your account. So it's just like a bank account. So you have an account number, your name, and all the other details you have on a bank account.
Thank you so much, Mr. Winslow. So my next question, what are some of the document requirements needed to open an account?
So currently the most important document you need is your Ghana Card. Without the Ghana Card, there's no way you can open an account. So you need your Ghana Card, and you will need to, now we don't use a passport size picture. They take what we call live pictures. So you have to get a picture taken and then uploaded into the system. So the Ghana Card, and then we have the forms that you enter the normal details you need to open a bank account. So your name, your next of kin, beneficiaries, your residential address, your Ghana Card number, your TIN number, anything you need to open a bank account, you also need that to open the account. And then you need to link your bank account to, we call it CSD account. That's the name. It's Central Securities Depository Account. So you need to link your bank account to it so that if dividend is paid, some companies pay dividends. So when dividend is paid, now we don't issue dividend checks. It will be transferred directly to your bank account. So that's the new innovation that we have.
Thank you so much. Also, talking about Ghana cards, that means there are age limits to buying shares?
Yes, so I should have mentioned that when you were asking about the requirements. So if you are not 18, you can't buy shares in your name. Then you will need to have maybe your parents buy it for you. So they will open an account in trust for you before you can buy if you're underage.
Okay, so you have to be 18 years and above, or you can let your parents do it in trust of your name, just as Mr. Winslow said. So, is there any minimum amount I need in order to start up an account?
So, in opening the account, you don't need to pay anything. The only time money comes in is when you want to buy shares. And for shares, we can't say there's a minimum. It depends on the price of the share. But most brokers will tell you that maybe let's start from, let's say, 20 cedis. That's the minimum. But people come in to buy just one share of a company. So if the share is, let's say, 2 cedis, you can buy the share at 2 cedis. But, I mean, you wouldn't want to pick a car from your house. That will cost you, let's say, about 20 cedis. And then you come and buy a share that's 2 cedis. Yes. So now a lot of the brokers have gotten into a system where we use a lot of mobile money, bank transfers, so you don't walk in, waste money on transport and come and buy. So you can do everything online and then you do your purchases.
Thank you so much. So in your previous answering of the question, you mentioned dividend. So please, what is dividend about and how do we receive dividends?
Okay, so I said when the shares are ownership interest in a company. So at the end of the year, when the company does well, what they do is that they share some of their profits with the owners, those who have shares in the company. So the money they give out to their shareholders is what we call the dividend. So at the end of every year, depending on the number of shares you have, you receive an amount that we call dividend. That is also part of the benefit of having shares in the company. But there's another benefit too. Because the shares are traded on the market, you have a situation where sometimes the price of the share goes up, sometimes it comes down. When the price goes up, then you tend to benefit because the value you have in the shares also goes up.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Winslow. So those will be my last general question before we go into Merban Capital. So, as a broker, what are some common mistakes that you see a lot of new investors do that you think they can easily get away with, but they almost every day end up doing the same mistake?
So, most of the time it's account numbers. Yes. I said you have to provide an account number for dividend payment. Sometimes you have a situation where the account numbers are quoted wrongly. Sometimes the numbers are interchanged. So when the dividend are paid, they come back and you have to get to the client to do the correction and all that. Sometimes there are issues with the Ghana Card. Yes. You get the Ghana Card, you're supposed to scan it and put it on the person's name. Sometimes I don't know what they do to the Ghana Card, but sometimes the numbers are not very legible after scanning. And the other thing people do is the name they put on the form, the name has to match the one on your Ghana Card. Exactly. So if you have 3 names on your Ghana Card, you should provide the 3 names. Because we've had situations where, let me use Joshua Mensah. You see, Mensah is a very common name in Ghana. So we could have like 15 Joshua Mensahs in our system. And if you don't provide the middle name, it becomes a bit confusing. If you are not careful, you have an issue with name. So name is very, very critical. Yes.
So yes, your name is very critical. I have a very personal question that I've been wanting to ask. So this opportunity I want to ask. How are we supposed to react when shares actually fall or when they fall? Because you just spoke about Kasapa and then Kasapa has actually fallen and some of us actually own shares.
It's Kasapreko. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So how do we actually react?
Okay, so let me just give you a story about a friend. Yes. He came to buy shares last year, and because he's a friend, I mean, he will call you. He can even call you in the evening to ask about the stock market and all that. And what I realized with him is, if the share price goes down, he will call you. If the price doesn't go anywhere, he will call you to ask you why the price is not going. If the price goes up, he would also call you to ask you whether you should sell or not. So sometimes investors tend to panic. The stock market is for long-term investments. It's not you put in your money and then 3 months' time you go for it. It is not 91-day treasury bill. These are for the long term. And the market takes time to react. So sometimes you see the price come down. You shouldn't react and go and disinvest because you think you are losing money. When you leave your money in the market for a long time, the price tends to trend upwards. So when the price falls, the best advice is, if the stock is a very good stock, that is when you should even buy more. Because when the price goes down, it becomes cheaper. It's like when you go to the market. Let's say you go and buy oranges, right? You went last 2 months, they were selling one orange at 1 cedi. You had 20 cedi, so you bought 20 oranges. This time you went, they said there's a lot of oranges, so now it's 50 pesos. So you can buy 40 oranges. You don't say that because the orange prices have gone down, you are not buying again. So that is the time you buy. But I must caution that the stock market, you need to have knowledge before you can navigate the market. So if you are new to the stock market, speak to a broker to advise you about what to buy, what to sell. we, the brokers, we sit next to the market, so we understand the market better, and we can give you advice free of charge.
Thank you so much, Mr. Winslow. So now let's dive more into Merban Capital. What does Merban Capital do?
Okay, so it's Merban Stockbrokers. So what we do is, as I said, we are the intermediate between the investor and the market. If you want to do anything on the market, you have to go through the stockbroker. So that is our main work. The other thing we do is to advise clients. So you can call or walk into my office and then ask that, okay, you want to invest into the stock market, what advice do I have? And these are services we give to our clients for free. Sometimes you have clients who have their orders already. They know what they want to buy, so they come to you and tell you that I want to buy A, B, and C. So we also do order processing. So if you know what you want to buy already, you can call or come to us. We'll let you fill an order form and they will process it for you. If you don't have any idea about what you want to buy, you come to us, we can advise you about what we think you should buy. If you want to sell your shares, we can help you with selling. And sometimes you have a situation where maybe a parent has bought shares, they have children now, and they want to transfer those shares to their children who are a bit older. So what we also do is to facilitate all those transactions. Sometimes you also have situations where you have parents who bought a lot of shares, they are deceased now, and their children have to go through the cost system to have the shares transferred to them. So all of that work, we do it at our end.
Such a wonderful work you do at your end. So please, if somebody wants to reach Merban Stockbrokers, how do the person get reach of you?
So you can go to our website. You can just Google Merban Stockbrokers, or we are located at close to the MTN head office. It's adjacent to the MTN head office. You see on our signboard, Merban Stockbrokers. You can walk in, we'll treat you very well.
Merban Stockbrokers will indeed treat you very well. I hope most of your questions are being answered by Mr. Winslow Sackeyfio we have here with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Is there any last word you would want to tell some of our upcoming investors?
I would say you should start investing early. Yes, you don't wait till you are 25 or 30 before you start investing. I know parents who have opened trust accounts for their kids and they've started investing for them. So, I mean, it doesn't matter your age. If you are in school, you can be putting money down to invest in the stock market. And as I said, it takes time for the money to grow. So when you start early, you'll be able to make more. And then one day you can buy that dream car of yours.
When you start early, indeed you'll be able to make more, and then you can buy that car that you've always dreamt about. Thank you so much for having us. Once again, this is the Analyst Corner. Here we bring you experts to answer more of your questions. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.